Despite the increasing complexity of its flagship smartphones, Samsung has been trying to make its devices easier to repair. The first teardown video for the Galaxy S24 Ultra has gone live on the YouTube channel PBK Reviews, and like its predecessor, the S24 Ultra earned a near-perfect repairability score of 9 out of 10. The same tester already put it through its paces and treated it with sand and a grinder. The drop test also showed that Gorilla Glass armor is not reliable drop insurance either, even though its resistance to scratches, and above all, its optical qualities have been greatly improved. But now it's time to take a look inside the new Samsung flagship. The teardown not only reveals the main board with the now larger 5x periscope telephoto, but a look under the flexible AMOLED panel also shows an expanded cooling system consisting of a larger vapor chamber and additional graphite pads. Samsung has adopted the modular design with a double-sided mainboard from the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and the battery, which is very easy to remove thanks to pull tabs, can also be found again in the brand new manufacturer's flagship. This model is most likely a US version, as M-Wave antennas were also found in the titanium casing, which are presumably missing in European versions. Like the S23 Ultra and cheaper devices like the Galaxy S14, the S24 Ultra doesn't use glue to keep the battery in place, but instead has an adhesive pouch and a pull tab for easy removal. The teardown also shows the larger vapor chamber inside the new flagship. It's 1.9x bigger than the vapor chamber inside the S23 Ultra and appears to be responsible for keeping the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which can run pretty hot, in check. Meanwhile, if we talk about his previous drop test, despite the flatter display compared to its predecessors and the new Gorilla Glass armor, the glass breaks at one corner even after the first drop from hip height with the glass on concrete. Unfortunately, this is quite consistent with the previous drop tests of earlier models, which all more or less resulted in severe glass breakage in the Samsung flagships of the Galaxy S series. The new titanium casing is not invulnerable either, as can be seen in further drop tests and when subject to a grinding machine. To be fair, it should be stressed that Corning and Samsung do not explicitly promise better protection against drops with Gorilla Glass armor. Instead, apart from its already proven and significantly better reflective properties, the glass is advertised as having 4x greater resistance to scratches. This was put to the test with a mix of handful of sand and small stones, which were rubbed into the glass for a few seconds. Without a comparative test under exactly the same conditions, this test is of course only significant to a limited extent, but at least anecdotally one can speak of a success here, as there were no scratches on the display afterwards. Surprisingly, the back of the phone escaped unscathed with no cracks on either the rear panel or the camera lenses, though it seems the phone only fell on its back once in the entire test, so this may not be the most scientific test as far as the durability of the S24 Ultra's rear side is concerned. It will be interesting to see how the Galaxy S24 Ultra, especially its titanium frame, will fare in the jerry-rig everything durability tests, which give phones considerably more torturous treatment. Of course, whatever the results, it's always a good idea to use a case, as it helps avoid the costs that are associated with repairing a smartphone glass or display, and also helps you get better value should you ever decide to sell your current phone. Meanwhile, Samsung might not have made a lot of marketing hype around the Gorilla Glass armor protection on the S24 Ultra, but it deserves a lot of praise. Not only is the S24 Ultra's screen a lot brighter than the S23 Ultra, but the anti-reflective properties of the Gorilla Glass armor panel improve the experience to an even higher level. Now that more people have started experiencing the device, they have started noticing a stark improvement in the phone's anti-reflective screen. It is extremely glare-free and manages to cut down the reflections coming from light sources nearby. According to Samsung, the Gorilla Glass armor panel cuts back on up to 75% reflection compared to competitive glass-based screen protection panels. If you work or live in environments that have a lot of light, you might benefit greatly from the S24 Ultra's anti-reflective screen protection glass. As you can see in the image shown by Ice Universe, the contents on the screen look much better on the S24 Ultra compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. We also have a video shared on Twitter comparing both the device together. The colors are more true to life, and there are almost no reflections to speak of. The panel is also claimed to be resistant to micro scratches that build up over time on competing glass panels. After looking at how the screen on Samsung's new flagship phone is performing, many are of the opinion that Samsung should market the feature a lot more than it is doing right now. Apart from this, Samsung is preparing to launch its first update, its latest S24 lineup. As the Galaxy S24 series comes with several major upgrades, especially on the Ultra model, and launched earlier than usual, Samsung may need to release more than one software update before the new devices work as intended. Now this year, the S24 series has seen a record 2.5 lakh pre-bookings in India in just 3 days, making it the most successful Galaxy S series ever. In comparison, Samsung had secured the same amount of pre-bookings for its Galaxy S23 series over a 3-week period last year in the country. Samsung didn't break down the most ordered device, but smart money would be on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Pre-order bonuses this year are mostly identical to last year. Get the higher storage model for the same price, meaning people are mostly happy with the upgrades. This will benefit Samsung to register some annual growth for the S series and increase its market share from 26% in 2023 to 28% level against a ramping Apple. Meanwhile, we have already seen a bunch of battery life tests on YouTube, and now I have also got some results on my daily usage, and it seems quite interesting too. My average outcome is around 4 hours of screen on time a day, with me having to charge the phone nightly next to my bed, as the phone will usually have under 20% battery left. From my findings after a few days with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, my average numbers are way up. On Samsung's new flagship, I had a day of super lounging and got 7 hours of screen on time, and went to bed with 30% battery life. That wasn't easy usage either. That was Marvel Snap, a real battery hog on most phones, YouTube videos, TikTok, and plenty else. A more typical day this past week is 4 hours of screen on time, but instead of under 20% battery remaining, I'm still around 50%. This is a very noticeable change coming from the Pixel 8 Pro, which is also no slouch in the battery life department. Now, whether this is a mixture of its massive 5000 or actual work Samsung and Qualcomm have done to ensure that the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 sips juice and is ultra efficient, I the consumer do not care how it's happening, so long as it is. All I know right now is that the 5000 capacity is just as beefy as last year's model, and that had no trouble lasting an entire day on a single charge. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is in theory more efficient too. You'll need to bring your own power brick, of course, because Samsung doesn't bundle one in the box anymore. The phone can manage 45 watts, which is decent, but a long way short of the fastest charging phones coming out of China. Ever since it absorbed the Galaxy Note S Pen abilities, the Ultra has been Samsung's do-it-all flagship. Not everyone needs its productivity-centric skills, but those that do swear by them. The Galaxy S24 Ultra looks to be more of the same, only elevated to even more premium status thanks to the switch to titanium. It's still early days, but if you have an S23 Ultra, I think there's very little need to upgrade this year. You'll be getting the best part of the S24 Ultra, its smart features and Galaxy AI, by way of a software update later in 2024. This also applies to anyone with an S23 and S23 Plus, a Z Flip 5 or Z Fold 5, as well as a Tab S9 Ultra. Even S22 Ultra owners won't get massive upgrades. The S Pen, excellent screen, and Samsung experiences are still very comparable, as is the camera. The AI features don't justify the price if you're perfectly happy with your phone. That said, anyone noticing any slowdown, especially when gaming, will appreciate the new Snapdragon CPU. If performance is a priority, then it could be time to splurge. So that is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra incremental updates overall, but there are some key new updates which I'm really looking forward to testing out. If you want to see my coverage as well as all the upcoming comparisons, then do subscribe and hit that bell icon. So, what are your thoughts on these drop tests and more enhanced battery life? Share it down below in the comments section, and for more updates you can check out our channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.